In the latest issue of Eating Well Magazine, it's all about technology and what is in store for the future of our food.
Better Connecticut contributor, Jillian Lopez sat down with the editor-in-chief to the magazine to get the inside scoop.
Well, it's time for a fascinating conversation about the future of food. It's the subject of the October issue of Eating Well Magazine. And joining me today to share what the future might hold is Jessie Price. She is the editor-in-chief of Eating Well Magazine. And when you think about technology, you think maybe artificial intelligence or smartphones. But what types of things will we be seeing down the road when it comes to the future of our food?
All right, well, there's two that I love that we talked about in the magazine. One is the Bot Chef. Samsung showed this at the Consumer Electronics Show this year, and think of it as like a sous chef. Here's an artist's rendering of it. It can stir, it can pour, it can chop. It's like your little helper in the kitchen. It's not out now, so you can't run out and get it, but it will be.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm excited. I wish it was ready now, but that will be such a huge help. It's amazing what they can come up with now.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one I had to include because it's about pets. It's called the Mookie Pet Bowl, and the Mookie Pet Bowl dispenses food to your pets, but it actually has facial recognition software. So I have two dogs. It will recognize my different dogs' faces and only dispense the correct food to each dog.
That is amazing. And you also mentioned earlier that it will actually take video clips of your pets, right? So
yes.
If you're not home or you want to save them on your phone.
I'm a sucker for the pets, so yeah.
Me too. Okay, so also another big topic is just living a healthier lifestyle, which I think is great. So what types of products will we see that will help encourage that?
All right, one that we saw that was really interesting is an ingestible nutrition sensor. So you actually swallow it, it stays inside your body, and it tracks every nutrient, every calorie that you ingest. And the good news is it then sends that information to a device, a smartphone for instance, that can be communicated to a health coach. Then you can get real live advice based on what you have actually eaten as opposed to what you remember you ate.
I don't think, is it a good thing that we're going to count every single calorie? But I'm sure it's a great way to stay on track and probably the most accurate thing you could possibly do.
It is definitely the most accurate.
Okay, and finally, are there any innovations that are, say, bettering the environment that we can look forward to?
Yeah, there's a ton that we talked about in the magazine, but the one that I love the most is Kernza. It is a type of wheat. Now, it's an perennial wheat. Most wheat is an annual. So this image we're showing, the annual is on the top, the perennial is on the bottom, but with the perennial, it grows these very long root systems. You can see how much bigger they are. They keep the soil in place, and that plant is drawing CO2 out of the atmosphere and putting it down there in the soil, in that root system, sequestering it down there and potentially helping mitigate global warming.
This is amazing. My mind is blown, and you've only talked through just a couple of the things that we'll be able to read about in this issue. So thank you so much. For a deeper look into the future of food, be sure to get your copy of the October issue of Eating Well Magazine. It's available at newsstands right now. Eating Well is published by the Meredith Corporation, owner of this station. Well, that's it from us here in the studio. Thanks again, Jessie. Go get your copy.
Thank you.
Now back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Julian. Great to see you, by the way. What? Oh, yeah. I'll talk to you after the show. All right, be sure to pick up a copy of Eating Well, available everywhere now.
And also, after you finish reading the magazine, you can grab that iPad or the laptop and check out the Eating Well website for great food features and plenty of recipes. We all need those. Make Ahead Monday today.
That address is simple. It's just eatingwell.com.